All right, this is a 4-year-old black Mouth Cur. He came to us with separation and social anxiety as well as dog reactivity. I'm actually not his trainer. I am just working with the dog in his second week of training to test or prove that his progression is where we'd like to see it. And I mention that because you're going to see that his engagement's okay with me, but it's not what I would expect with an owner or an actual trainer. Engagement is huge. So what you're not really going to see in this video, this is a reactive dog, is a lot of crazy lunging and barking and losing his mind. So from that point of view, we are not seeing a super excitable YouTube video that's gonna garner 200,000 views like some popular YouTube personalities. And the reason is it's not fair to the dog. We don't want to throw the dog over threshold just to capture people looking at us. What we're trying to do is find out where that threshold is and constantly move the threshold further and further away. Our end goal is what we're doing here, and that is make threshold disappear, because what we're doing instead is taking that reactive dog, so he's very focused on that little one, and teaching him how to be a well-mannered, well-behaved dog in the presence of others. We're not asking him to love and want to play with dogs, but it's not too big of an ask to show and teach and then expect the dog to have good manners when these other dogs are walking around. So here's a Shepherd Chow mix walking around. It's pretty high energy. So there was one little lunge a week ago. That would have been a lot more. And as you saw, it was just a slight leash tug back because he understands what that meant. That is a correction to him. You don't have to hammer a dog to get him to mind and obey. You have to teach him when you see a dog, instead of going into reactive mode, this is the behavior I'd like you to have instead. And little by little, we keep reinforcing that through, because that's where a lot of people mess up. They think every time their dog makes a mistake, you should just keep hammering the dog. And again, there's a couple popular YouTube trainers that show a lot of reactive dogs, and they're basically just hammering the hell out of them. Those dogs in those videos are calming down because that dog is scared. As I kind of mentioned in the video, good reactive dog training, whether it's dog reactive or human reactive, is genuinely boring. It should be designed to be boring. We're not looking to see a dog have a whole bunch of reactions so we can get a great YouTube video. What we're looking for is identifying where that threshold is and teaching the dog how to continuously move that threshold up and up until it's disappeared, because we've now replaced the threshold with inappropriate behavior. That is really the majority of our reactive dogs. And I know that in that video, he does not look that reactive. The first week, he sure was. And we don't, even in that first week, we are not trying to get a reaction. We can read the dog's body language. We can see when he's uncomfortable, he's anxious, and he's about to have a reaction. Well, that identifies where the threshold is. So we're going to work right below and continuously move that threshold and bump it out. Some of my favorite trainers to watch their videos are really boring videos to watch. We want to teach the dog, not punish the dog. And that's our approach with reactive dogs, whether it's human or dog regression, in this case for Rocco. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Again, Charles with Canine Culture in the Dallas, Texas area. See you next time.